Well, ever since the war between Israel and Hamas began, reports of complaints, hate crimes, and violence against multiple groups have risen, in particular with Muslims and Jewish people. Now, here in Ohio, we've even had reports of headstones in a cemetery being vandalized. Joining me now to talk more about what we're seeing is Dr. Heidi Ballard. She's an associate professor at Otterbein University in the Department of Sociology, Criminology, and Justice Studies. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
All right, first question is this. From your perspective and what you've been able to see, your research and know, is there a pattern that's been over time where there's just been this demonstration where we can or should expect shifts in culture and society like this in particular, where multiple groups are facing just a similar rise in incidents?
Certainly, you know, we know historically that things like economic instability, political polarization, the rise of populism, all of those things are often associated with, you know, rising tensions in society and discriminatory acts and violence. And what we have in our society today that's unique to the long array of history is, of course, social media. And we can see evidence that, you know, how social media shapes public opinion just absolutely cannot be ignored. There are a lot of stereotypings and negative portrayals that can fuel prejudice across society. And social media really plays a significant role in stoking the flames of hate. You know, it's not enough for platforms like Meta X and others to really have hate speech policies, given how difficult and slow enforcement is, and certainly, you know, messages once they're posted immediately often are viral, shared thousands of times. So, you know, I think understanding the root causes and addressing them on a lot of fronts is really important.
I am just curious now, you know, from what you've been able to find out, what do the current stats look like with complaints and incidents when we talk about specifically those who are Jewish and even those who are Muslims? Because it's not just one group or the other, but it's all of them, really.
The Council on Islamic American Relations today posts that 1,283 reports, you know, either requests for help or reports of bias from October 7th, when Hamas invaded Israel, to the 4th of November. Evidenced a 216% increase compared to last year, where there was like an average of 29 complaints in 409 requests in a 29-day period. So we're looking at over 1,200 now. And then the ADL, the Anti-Defamation League, reports in a 1-month period, they documented 832 anti-Semitic incidents of assault and vandalism. And that, you know, really, there was an average of about 28 incidents a day, which is a 316% increase.
Yeah, let me interrupt you really quickly, because right now, as we're seeing all of this occurring, both sides are calling for lawmakers and schools really to take stands on these issues and to issue statements as well concerning all of this stuff. So last 15 seconds, what really is required for things to change in a time like this?
Right now, you know, addressing and preventing violence against any group is going to require concerted efforts on multiple fronts: promoting understanding, tolerance, open dialogue, a legislation against hate crimes and discrimination, and effective, equitable law enforcement, you know, especially to political speech from government representatives is going to be a key factor in deterring the rise or decline of these acts of hate. So, you know, the political landscape is important, media literacy, yeah, all of those things.
All right, Dr. Ballard, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.